Hello, I'm Paul Fraley. I call this video the Elven Mage's Corner. I am giving notice that I may not be able to have the coronation in 2027 due to the fact of lack of funding. However, as soon as I get up to $2,000 for my debit card, it will be back on. There'll be a coronation. So therefore, don't lose hope. Don't feel discouraged, Amy or Leo. It's going to be a coronation. I mean, you're invited if you want to come, but it's all the way over here in Muncie. I'm hoping Andy makes it. I'm hoping I have the High See, what's it called? Oh, Holy See. The Holy See, Paul Stewart, and the Holy See Pro Tem, Michelle Stewart. Otherwise, I can't have a coronation. So, yeah. That's that business on the Empire. Also, warnings about dangerous magical tomes of power. I'm sure you've heard of the Simon Necronomicon. It is, however, not a true magic grimoire. It is a magic journal. There's a difference. It is not written to help you excel in magic. It is full of experimental ideas and just a hodgepodge of different religious sources. And at the very worst, at the very end of the book, dark magic. A book called the Aurelia text, full of dark magic. Stay away from that text if you're going to read the Simon Necronomicon. Do not use that magical art unless you want to hear voices screaming at you out of the walls for 20 years. Don't do it. You may not survive. You might need psychiatric medication for the rest of your life. I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, don't mess with stuff that's dangerous. Especially if it's connected to the Simon Necronomicon, like the fragments of Nergok. Listen, I'm telling you right now, this is potent stuff. You shouldn't be fooling around with it. I mean, if you don't know what you're doing, don't do it. Personally, I think people always get the wrong idea about that particular book, the Necronomicon. They think, oh boy, so teach me how to do magic. No, it's for people who are adept, not acolytes, not neophytes, not apprentices. And it's not a magic grimoire. For the final time, I'm telling you, it is a magic journal. There's a difference. You get hurt by getting into this if you don't know what you're doing. And if you don't refrain from using the Aurelia text, don't get involved with it. Now past that unpleasant business, I like to speak about the corruption involved in the pagan community. Specifically, corrupting the Hellenistic path with worship of Hecate. She's not part of the Hellenistic pantheon. She comes from outside, even though she's rumored to have come from Greece. She is from Egypt. And she is a lower vibrational entity of dark magic. Diana of Ephesus, Diana the moon goddess, is not. I mean, they try to say, oh, this is our path working, we are eclectic, we worship her as just a different version of Diana. You are a fool. I'm telling you now that you have corrupted the Hellenistic pathway, the Hellenistic path working. I'm no longer a pagan, but I know what I'm talking about. I'm a mystic. Trust me when I say that mixing black magic with white magic is just plain stupid. Stay out of it. Don't do it. Get out of it. If you are a Hellenistic witch, Don't worship Hecate. I'm sure the goddess Diana does not approve. I'm not just saying that because of my Elven heritage. I'm saying that because it's common sense. This moral relativity that's going around in the pagan community is poisoning the well of light workers of the right-hand path. Oh, there's no such thing as good and evil. It's all your personal perspective, blah, 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 blah. No, you are dead wrong. And you are causing harm to the body politic of the New Age movement. In fact, you have corrupted the entire affair, wherein it is no longer wholesome to be attached or involved with anything considered New Age. I know those that you will well disagree with me, but I'm telling you right now, Hellenism is not part of this path working. They resent it. And they say, well, do what you want to do. That's what you believe in. Fine. But don't expect us to accept you into our circles. Because they're not going to. What you've done is corrupted the path working. You poisoned the well with your nonsensical policies of black magic of the left-hand path. Anything with dealing with Crowley, anything dealing with, what's that guy's name? Second, I'll think of it in a minute. Alexandrian magic, Alexandrian witchcraft. That is of the left-hand path. I'm not really part of it anymore, but we frown on that. The magicians of Wicca, the Christian mystics, the Hellenists, all of us who are light workers, the right-hand path, we spit on it. It is garbage. Crowleyism, Alexandrianism, stay away from us. You're not part of our crowd. Do not mix these two occult elements. These occult social concepts are diametrically opposed. I'm not gonna beat the around the bush about it. I'm not gonna go into further detail about it, except to say people who are fascinated by this stuff, who have a hunger for it, come from the Christian community, who are disgruntled about the Christian community and have no knowledge whatsoever about the occult or what they are doing or getting involved with. First of all, if you're going to study Necronomicon, you are supposed to study Sumerian mythology, like the Enuma Elish. If you had a brain one in your head and were educated, you know that. I guess I can blame it on the modern society where there's no more brick and mortar stores for books on the occult and religion in general. Check out the libraries if you can't find books like that in stores. You're going to have to find books with cautionary tales about these topics. I mean, in the Necronomicon, the Simon Necronomicon, that is, you see all kinds of warnings. Why does that get people excited? Oh, goody, it's got dark magic. I'm so excited. That is stupid. You're going to go crazy. You might hurt yourself or hurt other people. This is not desirable. So that's my bit of advice. If you're studying that book, avoid the Aurelia text. If you're going to read it, don't subvocalize. Read it silently to yourself. I mean, it serves no practical use. It's evil. There's some of us here in the occult and mystical society and communities that still believe there's a concept called evil we want to avoid. And I want to impress that upon the Silver Elves and upon the Universal Elven Society as well. This is not what we are about. It is alien. It is foreign. Discard it. or at least take great caution with it. I'm sure my friends in the Elven community will agree with me. Insofar as vampires who are considered psychic vampires or role players, avoid the dangerous, obvious books in the occult world that adhere to the worship of demons. You have to take a stand and draw a line in the sand. Like, hey, just because I'm involved with this movement does not mean I worship the devil or any demon. And there are many Christians who will be shocked that I would even address these people. They have to be addressed. It is our duty as servants of the light. You stay around the table all day long, your master's table, to stuff your face with blessings and don't go out in the field and work. You don't educate your brain. You are doing much harm to everybody in general. You are not saving souls. You are condemning them through your inactivity and through your ignorance. Ignorance kills. Perhaps I am a bit of a Gnostic, but I believe knowledge is the path to wisdom. It is written, my pastors are brutish. Also, the book of Job, who is this who darkens counsel without knowledge? Do you see where I'm going here with this? Educate yourself, people. This has been the Elven Corner, the Elven Mage's Corner. Excuse me. This is the Elven Mage's Corner on matters of great importance. So I wish you well. Please take my advice seriously, because this is a serious topic. So I go now, and I wish you well. Goodbye and good day.